S13 處理危險 S13 Dealing with hazards 包括處理危險物質、黏合劑、溶劑、潤滑劑、工作許可系統和電氣危險。Includes handling dangerous substances, adhesives, solvents, lubricants, permit-to-work systems, and electrical dangers. 他列出了應採取的預防措施，以盡量減少危險物質的風險，包括 PP、通風、風險評估和方法說明。It lists precautions that should be taken to minimize the risk from hazardous substances, including PP, ventilation, risk assessment, and method statements. 他考慮使用電池供電電源、110伏特電源、230伏特電源和發電機組。It considers the use of battery-powered supplies, 110V supplies, 230V supplies, and generating sets. 處理危險時，需要記住哪些關鍵事項 ？Dealing with hazards, what are the key items to remember? 一在建築服務業你可能會遇到哪些危險物質 ？What are some dangerous substances you might encounter in the building services industry? 黏合劑、溶劑、潤滑劑、接合劑和清潔劑 Adhesives, solvents, lubricants, jointing compounds, and cleaning agents. 而應採取哪些預防措施來最大程度地降低有害物質的風險 ？What precautions should be taken to minimize the risk from hazardous substances? PP 通風、風險評估、方法說明和安全工作系統。PP ventilation, risk assessment, method statements, and safe systems of work. 三黏合劑有哪些危害？What are some hazards associated with adhesives and what should be considered when using them? 黏合劑通常會散發出有害的煙霧，如果攝入或接觸到皮膚，會導致嚴重的健康問題。Adhesives generally give off hazardous and harmful fumes and can cause serious health problems if ingested or if they get onto the skin. 例如 ，PVC 黏合劑在通風不良的區域可能非常危險，可能會導致昏迷。For example, PVC adhesive can be very dangerous in poorly ventilated areas, potentially resulting in unconsciousness. 四溶劑存在哪些危害 ？What are the hazards associated with solvents? 溶劑通常易燃或高度易燃，有些甚至具有爆炸性。Solvents are normally flammable or highly flammable, and some can be explosive. 它們還具有毒性，可導致昏迷和死亡，具有致癌性並對環境產生影響。They can also be toxic, cause unconsciousness and death, be carcinogenic, and have environmental effects. 五使用溶劑時應採取哪些一般預防措施 ？What general precautions should be taken when using solvents? 5.1在通風櫃或局部排氣通風設備 （left） 內或通風良好的區域工作，避免接觸蒸汽。Avoid exposure to vapors by working in a fume hood or with local exhaust ventilation (left) or in a well-ventilated area. 5.2保持儲存容器密閉。Keep storage containers tightly closed. 5.3切勿在易燃溶劑附近使用明火，改用電加熱。Never use open flames near flammable solvents. Use electrical heating instead. 5.4切勿將溶劑沖入下水道，閱讀安全資料表以取得正確的處置資訊。Never flush solvents down the drain. Read safety data sheets for proper disposal information. 5.5避免吸入和皮膚接觸。Avoid inhalation and skin contact. 6潤滑劑會造成哪些危害？What hazards result from lubricants? 滑倒危險、皮膚炎和易燃性。Slip hazard, dermatitis, and flammability. 7使用潤滑劑時應採取哪些一般預防措施 ？What general precautions should be taken when using lubricants? 7.1切勿在易燃潤滑劑附近使用明火。Never use open flames near flammable lubricants. 7.2切勿將潤滑劑沖入下水道，閱讀安全資料表以取得正確的處置資訊。Never flush lubricants down the drain. Read safety data sheets for proper disposal information. 7.3 避免皮膚接觸，戴上手套或塗上隔離霜。Avoid skin contact, wear gloves or barrier cream. 7.4 清潔劑的用途是什麼以及它們有哪些形式？ What is the purpose of cleaning agents and what forms do they come in? 7.5 清潔劑用於去除表面的污垢、污漬、難聞的氣味和雜物，可以是酸性、鹼性或中性水溶液、溶劑型或含溶劑的脫脂劑。Cleaning agents are used to remove dirt, stains, bad smells, and clutter on surfaces and can be acidic, alkaline, or neutral water solutions, solvent-based, or solvent-containing degreasers. 8. 什麼是工作許可證制度？ What is a permit to work system and when is it required? 它是一個正式的系統，明確規定要進行什麼工作，何時進行，哪些部分是安全的。It's a formal system stating exactly what work is to be carried out, when, and which parts are safe. 它是熱加工、進入船隻、切割輸送危險物質的管道以及需要電氣或機械隔離的工作等高風險工作所必須的。It's required for high-risk jobs such as hot work, vessel entry, cutting into pipework carrying hazardous substances, and work requiring electrical or mechanical isolation. 9. 需要注意哪些電氣危險？ What are some electrical dangers to be aware of? 故障或損壞的電氣設備、裸露的導體、損壞的絕緣層、磨損的電纜和電線、拖尾電纜，以及接近或埋藏斜線隱藏的電纜。Faulty or damaged electrical equipment, exposed conductors, damaged insulation, worn electrical cables and cords, trailing cables, and proximity of or buried 斜線 hidden cables. 10. 建築服務業的操作員可以獲得哪些電力供應來源？ What sources of electrical supply are available to operatives in the building services industry? 電池供電電源110伏特電源、230伏特電源和發電機組。Battery-powered supplies 110 volt supplies, 230 volt supplies, and generating sets. 11. 使用電池供電工具有哪些優點？ What are the advantages of using battery-powered tools? 沒有拖尾導線，電壓水平意味着沒有觸電危險，可以在沒有主電源的地方使用，假設電池在其他地方充電，並且移動性更強。No trailing leads, voltage levels mean there is no risk of electric shock, can be used where there are no main supplies, assuming batteries are charged elsewhere, and greater mobility. 12. 現場使用110伏特電源有哪些好處？ What are the benefits of using 110 volt supplies on site? 現場減壓電動工具和設備可降低觸電風險，其中深抽頭次級繞組接地，在大多數情況下可產生 55V 的電擊。Reduced voltage power tools and equipment on site reduces the risk of electric shock, with a center tap secondary winding connected to earth resulting in a shock of 55V in most cases. 13. 如果一件便攜式電器設備未能通過目視檢查，該怎麼辦？ What should be done if a piece of portable electrical equipment fails a visual inspection? 應立即停止使用並報告給你的主管。It should be immediately removed from use and reported to your supervisor. 14. 使用前對便攜式電器設備的目視檢查應包括哪些檢查以確保其安全狀況？ What checks should be included in a visual inspection of portable electrical equipment before use to ensure its safe condition? 檢查有效的拍標籤並檢查一般狀況，包括設備外殼、柔性線、導線或插頭頂部的任何損壞以及任何明顯的連接問題。Checking for a valid PAT label and inspecting the general condition, including any damage to the equipment casing, flexible cord, lead, or plug top, and any obvious connection issues. 工作指13處理危險。Worksheet 13 Dealing with hazards. 一列出潤滑劑造成的3種危害。List 3 hazards resulting from lubricants. 1.1 濺灑在表面時有滑倒危險。Slip hazard when spilled on surfaces. 1.2 皮膚炎。Dermatitis. 1.3 易燃。Flammability. 2. 列出使用攜帶式電器設備前應進行的目視檢查。List the visual checks that should be made on a piece of portable electrical equipment before using it. 2.1 檢查有效的 PAT 標籤。Check for a valid PAT label. 2.2 對其整體狀況的檢查，包括 an inspection of its general condition, to include 2.1.1 設備外殼損壞 any damage to equipment casing 2.1.2 軟線、導線是否損壞 any damage to the flexible cord, lead 2.1.3 插頭頂部有任何損壞以及任何明顯的連接問題，例如電線夾使用不當 any damage to the plug top and any obvious connection issues, e.g. cord grip not properly used